Did you guys know that Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas were dating? Well, they're not even dating anymore. They're engaged. I knew none of this. This was all news to me. Very happy news. I'm joined today by Sarah Elliott, recording artist and good friend of mine. Sarah, first of all, you watch Game of Thrones. I do not. So who is Sophie Turner for idiots like me who have not gotten on board with the show yet?
Be kind to yourself, Grace.
I can't.
Okay. She plays Sansa. Okay. Sansa is a badass. She has gone through so much, and she started off the show like very flitty and kind of superficial, and now she's like running the show a little bit.
So as an actress, we like her, we're on board.
Oh, she's so cool.
I knew about her as an actress, even though I've never seen the show, as just a beloved actress. And I just assumed that everyone was right and knew better than I.
Life.
And of course, Joe Jonas is the lead singer of DNCE, but more importantly, he played Shane Gray in Camp Rock.
I mean, Jonas Brothers.
Never forget.
Joe Brothers for life.
He also apparently has siblings that he makes music with on occasion. Not. So if you were like me and you had never even heard of this relationship before, first of all, kudos to them for keeping it so covert. We're gonna walk you through everything that you need to know because it is important breaking news. Sophie Turner said to Mary Claire in August, "You do feel like you're living in a fishbowl. It's frustrating that it's the most mundane things that make the news. How boring. There are really no other headlines." Sophie, there are other headlines, but not today on Pop Trigger. We're gonna be detailing your relationship. I'm so sorry, it's my job. October 2016, they were seen at a Halloween party. We're throwing up an image right now where you can see the pair at this Halloween party. And then November 2016, things were getting hot and heavy. They were at a Kings of Leon concert canoodling.
Ooh.
What a concert to canoodle at. You know, that seems like if I was gonna canoodle, it'd be at Kings of Leon or Lana Del Rey.
What a good vocab word too.
Yes, it was a good SAT word. And then December 2016, basically what I'm getting from this is that they were out walking after a romantic meal in London. It could have just been like any meal, like they could have gone to KFC, we don't know, but it looks romantic from
does look romantic.
How they're strolling, you know what I mean? And then they were seen on Valentines. That's the thing, they were seen walking together.
And that's news.
But because they're celebrities and they're a couple, they took a stroll. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I were to text you and be like, do you wanna go for a walk or a stroll? It has whatever word I use makes it feel differently. You'd be like, if I was like, hey, do you wanna go for a stroll with me? You'd be like, Grace, you're engaged. But if I were like, do you wanna go for a walk? You'd be like, amazing, exercise friends forever.
Let's bring Willie.
Let's bring Willie, let's bring our dogs. So then they were seen out again on Valentine's Day. And then the list goes on. They were seen out at Craig's, which means what, Sarah?
They got money.
Yeah, Craig's is a fancy restaurant.
Which is why we talking about them.
Rich people in love. And then she brought him to Comic-Con in July. So
that's a big deal.
So this has been happening for a while. It just seems like they were flying a little bit under the radar. And then shortly after they got a dog together, Joe Jonas proposed to her. They announced it on Instagram. He said, with a photo of the hands, she said yes. She posted on her Instagram, same photo of the hands, I said yes, which is good to clarify.
Ooh, they got their story straight. You know, I was nervous
that
there for
would have been awkward if she was like, whose hand is this? You know, like that would have been a different story.
It's a good photo though. It's like very beautifully done. It's the kind of thing that like if it were framed in your house, I'd be like, that's a work of art. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like an Instagram pic.
Yeah, I understand that, you know, they are a couple that have definitely made it a priority to keep a low profile. So I'm sure all the attention feels a little bit weird. And there are, it's such a tricky balance to have a public relationship when you're already in the public eye. You know, do you want it to be celebrated and share your love because you're so excited, or do you want to just keep it to yourselves? I'm not really sure. I'm absolutely not in this position to have these sorts of discussions because we're not rich and famous.
This is true.
But what do you think? How do you think you navigate this? It seems like they're doing it in a really honest way. You know, it must be kind of cool that it is a bit of a surprise for people that they are engaged.
I'm impressed that they were able to keep it like so on the down low and so real for, I guess they were dating for a year.
About a year, yeah.
So I'm impressed, you know, I mean, you didn't even know they were a couple. And I mean, you stay pretty much like in the news
I am
for the most part.
Big fan of Camp Rock.
So I was not on the
plugged into what the cast is doing. I need to know.
This was not in my Where Are They Now?
You think Game of Thrones has a fandom? You don't even know about Camp Rock.
It's so real though.
It's so real.
I have to say though, like, I mean, he's 28, she's 21. that's a little young for me in my eyes.
21?
For her to be, I mean, 28, you know, getting engaged is not a big deal, but I feel like 21 after dating for a year. I mean, I know, you know, in the public eye and with what she does, she probably grew up a little bit faster. But I still feel like that's really young. I mean, who am I to judge? She seems really happy and.
Yeah,
you know.
I think it's just really cool when I am surprised by celebrity news, given the field that I'm working in.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that people sort of prioritize what matters in a relationship is just what happens between the two of you. I think it's also cool when there are some couples that do want to be more public about it, because it does sort of, you know, you see like Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson on the red carpet gushing about each other, and it sort of reaffirms your belief that love is real and that you can have it at, you know, for a long time. But it's also nice to be surprised by a couple that just wants to lay low and have really cute little sneaky posts and strolls together.
Well, it's so interesting because, you know, you see these celebrity couples together and you're like, oh, they're only together for, you know, the press, for the publicity. And it's like, these people just clearly, it's who they know. This is like their group of friends. This is, you know, how they met. It was just through other people in the industry. And you can tell that it's not contrived, it's not for press. It's just two people who happen to do kind of similar things and met and fell in love, and I think that's really sweet.
Just two people from hit television programs, because technically Camp Rock was a TV movie.
You know.
From Camp Rock and from Game of Thrones, two equally critically acclaimed pieces of cinema. So guys, we want to hear from you in the comment section below. Joe and Sophie, congratulations. You're definitely not watching this. Let us know in the comment section below who's your favorite celebrity couple. Is there a couple that maybe we'd be surprised to learn is together because they have been so discreet? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we will see you next time on Pop Trigger.